Hello, it's Dr. Darnese, and welcome back in. Listen, today I'm talking about the great lock in. This is September 2025, and people are on all over the socials and the internet talking about let's lock in. Lock in. That don't sound good to me. So I'm going to be talking to you today about that. What does that even mean for you? Do you want to be locked in? I don't think so. So between now and December 31st, 2025, many people are deciding that they want to lock in on whatever their goal has been for the year, and maybe they haven't been on track for the year. And in this last quarter of the year, they want to, I guess, put pedal to the metal and make it work. And my response is no, ma'am, no, sir, because that sounds like the grind, right? And we have already decided, many of us anyway, have already decided that no, no, the cape has come off. The superwoman cape has come off. I am not interested in being anybody's, superwoman or super employee. I am not interested in that. What I am interested in, though, always is being intentional about how I live. And so I ask you to be for that. Like, are you intentional? And, when I have coaching clients, I haven't even taken a coaching client in a while because I've been very intentional about how I want to spend my time. But I ask the question, um, are you living your life on the default plan or with intention? Most people live on the default plan and they wonder why their lives are always the same. Like, I seem to be in a rut. I don't know, why I can't do this or do that. I don't know why I can't do the next thing. Well, because you haven't really become intentional and focused and decided. There is such great power in making a decision. And I say this as someone who always has multiple ideas and struggle around making a decision. I'm also a Libra, so the scales, we be weighing stuff. But I have learned that a lot of power comes when you finally make a decision. I am going to do this. Yes, there are all of these things out here in the world that I could do. Mhm. All of these things out here that I like to do, but what am I going to do? And when you do that, you kill off the other options, right? Decide means to kill off other options so they get out of your head and they stop causing you to procrastinate by thinking about them, right? You're just overthinking, overthinking, and overthinking because you're thinking about 10 different things that you could do. Well, I could do this or I could do that. Make a decision. Pick one for now. Because sometimes people feel like I can't make a decision. So if I kill off the other options, then, it might have been a good option. Though that one, B might have been better than A, C might have been better than A, and then what? You're not killing off other options forever, right? Pick one for now. So when we talk about locking in, for example, and you might say, okay, well, between now and December 31st, I'm going to focus on one of those things and I am going to give it my all. And then come January, I will be at the second stage and then I'll know what to do next, right? Intention, making a decision and having intention are powerful, right? Because then you know which direction. Like, I'm going to put one foot in front of the other in a certain direction, as opposed to putting one foot in front of the other and then backing up and going in a different way and backing up and going a different way, and then wondering why am I stuck in a rut or why have I not made any progress on my goals or things that I want to do. Make a decision and then decide I'm going to do the best I can in this lane for 90 days, for a quarter, for 6 months, whatever it is. But this idea of being locked in, even the sound of it to me sounds like prison. Locked in. No, I don't want to be locked in anywhere. I don't want to be locked in, right? I want options. I want flexibility. I want freedom. I want ease and grace, right? In many places, I've been teaching, talking about, and writing about Black women at rest, Black women taking off our cape, Black women finally having the soft life that we deserve to have. really having the soft life that we decide to have. As if I say deserve, it's like somebody owes us something because we worked so hard. The society owes us something. Well, we know that's not the way it goes for us. But we can decide I am going to enjoy my life. I am going to include more rest. I'm going to make sure I go on a vacation at least once a year. I'm going to make sure that I go get my massages. I'm going to make sure that I start my yoga practice. I'm going to make sure I have a peaceful morning routine or evening routine. Those things we can decide for ourselves. So, again, lock in. I don't know. You let me know if you like the sound of the lock in. I don't like it. But I get what people are going for, right? They're saying less focus. And I am about setting intentions. So by December 31st, I intend, right, to have the first draft of my novel complete. That is my intention. So that's the direction of my ship, right? There's a lot of things that I could be doing and a lot of things I am doing. But the main thing that I'm saying, okay, by December 31st, I need to have that first draft complete. And really, first draft is like a raw draft, a rough draft. So it does not have to be perfect at all. And I feel like I'm about halfway through. So maybe I'm a little further behind than I would like to be, but I'm really focused and intentional about it in this September. And so, I have every intention of making it. And if for some reason I don't, right? Life, be life. And so if for some reason, I get thrown off because something happens in life and I got to go attend to that, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. That's part of my decision. I'll have a softer life. Why would I beat myself up about it? Why would you beat yourself up about it? Just keep going. Just start again. So that's what I have to say about the Great Lock-In. Let me know what you think and how you maybe what are you intending so that you are not manifesting or living life by default because we don't want that. But we do want some intention. So what's guiding your ship? Where are you going to be December 31st? Lightly, like keep it light. Don't make it into, a job. Don't make it into a lock-in where you're chained to a desk, right? Or you're chained to something. But just say, well, it would be really nice if by December 31st arrive here. It would be very nice. I would love it if. And that means, if something happens, it means, okay, well, I'll just keep going anyway. So, all right, that's all I have to say about that lock-in. Let me know what you think and in the comments there. And that's it. Bye for now.